Hello everyone. So welcome back again. So in last couple of our discussion, we talked about different type of ages or different type of relationship or friendship in social network. So we saw a couple of ages that belongs to the same community or same group that forms a tightly knit groups, and there are other ages that actually is a long range that spans a long range age, and that actually connects nodes from two different communities. Okay, so from that discussion we can say that the links or edges, they can have different range of possible strength. Like some are very strong, some are slightly strong, some are not that strong, like that. Okay, so this edge, we can say that this is a weak strength in perspective of friendship. Okay, in perspective of friendship, a tie strength, we can say that this edge is a weak link or weak edge. So but to make it simple, we are going to actually categorize all link in social network only belonging to one of two types. So stronger link or weaker link. And intuitively, if we consider the relationship in our real world, we can consider that like the stronger links, for example, the stronger link corresponds to the friendship. Okay, like close friend, and weaker link corresponds to the acquaintances. Now, what does a strong tie means? A strong tie means intuitively, a strong tie means we spend a lot of times together, lot of opportunities for a friend to interact with other friends. Okay, and greater chance that B will be compatible with A's friend. So if A is friend with B, and if the relationship is strong between A and B, it means that A and B spends a lot of time together, and there will be a lot of opportunity that B will know A's friend, and greater chance that B will be compatible with also A's friend. All right, so it means that say A has other friends, other community. Now as A and B are close friends with each other, so the likelihood is that B is also going to know all of the friends of A, and greater chance that B will be compatible of A's friend. So we are saying that the relationship between A and B are strong, and based on that, A is going to actually become friend or become a a B is going to be friend with A's friend. Okay, now from that concept, Dr. Granovetter came up with another formal definition, and this definition is also based on triadic closure property. Okay, so this idea is known as strong triadic closure property. So strong triadic closure property says that two strong ties imply a third edge. Okay, so we have two friends A and B. All right, and another C. So we have here two strong edge between, let's see, A and C, it's a strong edge, and A and B, that's a strong edge. Okay, so strong triadic closure property says that two strong ties imply a third edge. So A is strong friend with C, and A is strong friend with B. Okay, all right. So now according to the strong triadic closure property, A will violate the strong triadic closure property if it has a strong tie to two other node B and C, and there is no edge at all between B and C. Okay, so strong triadic closure property says that actually if A has a strong friendship with B, and A has a strong friendship with C, then there will be a edge between B and C. Okay, and this edge can be either strong and weak. Okay, but there is going to be a edge between B and C. All right, and we say that A will violate strong triadic closure property if it has a strong ties to two other node B and C, and there is no edge at all between B and C. Okay, and we say that A satisfy the strong triadic closure property if it does not violate it. So in this example, let's see, in this example, A has a strong friendship, strong link with C, A has a strong link with B. So if A has to maintain the strong triadic closure property, it has to have a edge between B and C. Okay, all right, so we can see that let's see, the friendship between A and B is strong and A and C is strong. So strong, according to the strong triadic closure property, there has to have a link between B and C. Okay, so if there is no link between B and C, we are going to say that A is violating a strong triadic closure property. All right, so let's look at this example and let's find out whether is there any node which is violating strong triadic closure property. Okay, so we are going to focus on some of the node. So let's look at the node A. Okay, so if we are going to find out whether A is violating the strong triadic closure property, let's focus on the edges that has the strong link. Okay, so A has strong with C and D, and C and D are connected with each other, so that is not violating the property. And A has strong with D and E, and D and E has a edge, so although the edge is marked as a weak, okay, but that doesn't matter. So whatever the type of the friendship between D and E is, the strong triadic closure property says that there has to be a friendship between D and E. Okay, now it can be either strong or weak. So here A has strong friendship with D and strong friendship with E. So and D and E are connected with each other. So based on that also, they are not violating any strong triadic closure property. Now let's see here what we are saying, that A has a connection with F and A has a connection with B, but both of them are actually weak. Okay, both of them are weak, so according to the strong triadic closure property, it doesn't have to be a connection between F and B. Okay, so as both of the edges are weak, so this is okay not to have a edge between F and B. Okay, and here also from A to C there is a strong link. A to F there is a weak link. Okay, so but F and C are connected, so even though there is no connection between F and C, we can say that A is not violating strong triadic closure property. All right, so seems like node A is not violating strong triadic closure property. All right, now what about F? Okay, so for F also, F has a strong with G, strong with J, and J are G together, so that's also looks fine. So F has a weak with A and weak with C, so we are not going to consider them, so whether they are connected or not. All right, and F has a strong with G and weak with A. Okay, so although G and A are not connected, so also F is G or A is not connected, but F, the friendship between F and A is weak, so there is no need to have a connection between A and G. Okay, now let's see this example. Say F, in this graph we are considering that F has a strong friendship with G and F has a strong friendship with A. Okay, but there is no connection between A and G. All right, now from this example we can say that F is violating the strong triadic closure property. Okay, so according to the strong triadic closure property, there should have a link between A and G. Now this link can be either strong or weak, but as F has two other strong link, the node that has strong link with F, they has to be connected with each other, either strong or weak. Okay, now in this graph we can say that F is violating one strong triadic closure property. All right, so let's spend some time and look at this graph, and let's find out whether this graph, the given graph, is violating any node in this graph is violating any strong triadic closure property. Okay, so always look at the level of the edge. Each edge is level is either strong or weak. Okay, so let's find out, and we're going to be back in our next segment.